Introducing the pricing table generator. So the screen that you are seeing right now is a pricing table that I created for myself. And this is different access levels where you could see different features, or in this case, courses, and things that people get. And you could see that there are ticks, red for no, green for yes. And you can basically see which plan gets what. Now, this particular thing, you may want to include that in your course area or in your members area or on your sales pages or webinar pages or some such. And so I created the comparison chart generator for that exact purpose. Now, the beautiful part of this particular app is it doesn't matter what software you are using. You could be using Kajabi, you could be using Systeme.io, you could be using Zenler, Squarespace, Wix, whatever, or WordPress even. As long as you can embed an HTML code, you can use this particular software. And the way the pricing table is created is using a Google Sheet. Now, there's a very specific structure to how to do that, and I will show that to you in a moment. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the spreadsheet that I have, and I'm just going to show you what it's going to look like once you do it correctly. I won't worry you with how to do the spreadsheet yet. I'll just use a demo spreadsheet. So I pasted my spreadsheet right here. And then I am going to choose that the checkmark color is going to be red. And I want the, sorry, not the checkmark. I want it to be green, let's say, or blue, like so. And then I want the checkmark to be, the X to be red. And I want the style to be like so, and the X style to be like so. Now, you can also choose other ones as well. If you want to use those ones, that's also an option. And you can also use something else if you want to put something different. Then, if you scroll down, you're going to see there's a bunch of other options on the headers and all that stuff. I won't bore you with what these means because you're going to see it in a second. So now you're going to just click on Generate Table, and then you're going to see the table appear at the bottom. Now you'll notice that you could see the colors are exactly as I want it. Now let's just say I want to change the check mark button to green. So I'm going to change it like so. I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm going to click on Generate Table again. And you can see that the color changes. Now let's just say I want to change this one. So this is not bold. I can actually uncheck that and click on Generate Table. And you will see that this text now becomes not bold. Now you can also change the font. So I'm going to go with Merriweather, for example, click on Generate Table, and you can see that it will automatically adjust. Now, there is also things, for example, like header text color. So this is the header, like so, this one. And we're going to look at that, and we are going to make this dark blue. Let's like so. And we're going to click on Generate Table, and you can see that this changes. Now, the header background color, let's just say I want to just make it white. So I'll do FFFF. Hopefully that's correct. Like so, click on Generate Table, and like that, okay? Now let's say I want to delete, and I'm going to make also the background of the features the same thing, Generate Table, and again, now the entire thing is going to be white. And then let's just say that I want the, the features column text to be different, so it's this one. So I want this to be matching. So I'm going to make it blue as well, like so, and Generate Table. And then let's just assume that the lines we want it to be different. There's a couple of things. Number one, you can actually make it so it's much thicker. That's option number one. Option number two is you can also make it so it's maybe dashed like so. And you can also actually remove the grid color completely. So you can make it like so, Generate Table, and now the whole thing is going to be gone. It's going to be plain white, okay? So this is how you can basically customize it to look the way you want it. When you're done customizing the way you want it, you're going to click on Copy Code, and you're going to paste it wherever it is that you are hosting it, Kajabi, Systeme.io, whatever. For demonstration purpose, I'm going to show you how you install it in Systeme.io. So I'm going to click on Copy Code, and then I'm going to go to the page that I'm adding it in, and I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to copy the raw HTML. I'm going to click into it, click on Edit Code, delete what's here, paste it in, click on Save. And now you can see that the table is going to appear. Now, depending on how you style it, obviously, you can make it different. So it's going to be a little bit thinner. and stuff like that. Maybe you've got a lot of the features are going to have a lot of text, so you might want to make it so it's a full page. So obviously that's kind of up to you and how you want to style things, but that's how that's going to appear. So now we're going to preview the page and you can see here it is, the pricing table. So that is how that particular thing works. And the same process will work with WordPress, Kajabi, etc. The last thing to share is the Google Sheet and what it's going to look like and what you need to create. So essentially, you're going to put the course features and benefits right here. This is the name of your plan as you choose. And the plan is only going to appear, and the text is only going to appear if you put 1 on the top. So if I want to make these 3 plans visible, then I need to put the letter or the number 1, 1, 1, 1, and then it's going to pick up the information. And then you need to go ahead and make this share and make it anyone with a link and viewer. And all you got to do is you're basically going to copy this URL and go to the app and share it. Now, obviously, the check marks are going to appear on the ones that you want. So make sure that this is ticked on the plans that you want, and it's going to naturally change as you adjust it. Now, if every time you make an adjustment in the spreadsheet, it's not going to automatically affect the code you created. You have to re-copy this URL and go to the app and paste it there. So now you can see that there are 2 columns right here. And obviously, the Google Sheet that you saw a moment ago, I made a small change where I added the number 1 next or the top on top of one of them. So now that I've done that, I'm going to click on Generate Table again, and you could see that that next column is going to basically be included again. This is obviously a very long comparison table. It doesn't have to be this long. It could be like 4 points. It doesn't have to be a lot. So it's a lot simpler. But the point is that you can customize that as you see fit. Now, at the time of recording, this particular name features is by default. That's what it says. If you do want to change that, then I may adjust the code so it actually lets you do that. But you could see right here, if you do a Control F and search for the word features, then it's going to take you to the code right here. And all you got to do is features and benefits, let's say. And then you're going to click on copy code. And then you're going to go back to the code. And then you're going to click here, edit code, put the new code, click on save. And that's how that's going to appear, basically. So that's kind of a choice that you also have. That's about it. That's how the whole thing works. Hopefully, you'll take advantage of it. It's a really simple tool. It's not meant to be complicated. It's meant to be this simple because I created it for myself, and I'm just happy to share it with others as well. So if you want to check it out, the link is going to be listed in the comment section, pinned. And you can also check out marketinghashtag.com to see the other apps that I have available on this particular website. For this particular pricing table tool, you can go to aran.link/table. Thanks. I'll see you in the next video.